This is my friends update from bed. This is for everybody who loves me. This is Stony Bear. Yeah, I love him. I named him after a guy who ghosted me. And I love the bear more than him. His name is Stony Bear, named after a stonemason. Yeah, and I love him so much. This is how you turn bullshit. Dang! All right, this gets back to my update for you. I love you. Guess what? Oh, some boobs. Hello. So some things happened. Number one, I dumped all my journals from when I was a teenager into the dumpster. Because I was like, oh God, that's just a repeated story. Bye. And that's the same. And my adopted dad, my emotionally adopted dad, not my dad, and TikTokers and dear friends of mine called me and texted me, no, don't do it. So I literally went in. I was like, what? Why? It's the same story. And I got into the dumpster, and now I'm reading the journals on my TikTok, and it is really funny. And it gets really sexy. I mean, it's gotten like, oh, are we sure I should read this? I don't know about that. So I'm reading that on TikTok. That's funny. Which leads me into all the patterns in life. What? And oh my God. So I was sitting with my Aunt Susie, who is extremely Christian. And she likes all my stuff. She loves the hammer. But she was like, wow, that's a lot of curse words. But she said, well, but it was a Christian movie and it had a Christian message, so I can get past it. I was like, excellent. And then she saw a talk I did, which I really, please watch it. This talk I did with Real Men, Real Talk. And she got what I was doing with the men. And what I'm doing with the men, that's what I'm talking about. And she got it. And she's like, that is such important work. I fully support you. And I'm like, what? Like, I've been doing that. What changed? What was different? No cursing. So I'm like, oh, well, if I didn't curse and I'm talking about the things I'm talking about, I should really speak in church. I mean, and then with all the sexy stuff that I talk about, that people are like, don't talk about sex. Oh my God, you have that. Oh my God, she said that. I'm like, no, we should be saying that in church. And if we had spiritually connected, amazing connections with each other, and not, you would eradicate so much abuse that goes on in silence and shame and secrets. And I'm like, hey, that is actually how I got my book deal. I got my book deal when I was talking in church in Des Moines, and I talked about this, and I got a book deal. Thank you, Pamela. And it was a congregation member in church who was like, oh my God, I love what you're saying. And I'm like, okay, well, here it comes. I guess sexy sermons. I mean,